This is Kelly McGarry, and his bike is about to explode. While anyone else would have walked away, McGarry was back at it just 24 hours later, only to crash again. From throwing massive tricks at Joyride to sending a 72-foot backflip over a canyon that broke the internet with over 220 million views, Kelly didn't just compete in the sport, he redefined it. But in 2016, he passed doing what he loved most, and since legends never die, his legacy is far from over. Born on the 17th of April, 1982, in the rugged agricultural landscape of Wakefield, New Zealand, Kelly's path to freeride wasn't the traditional racing pipeline. He started in BMX and motocross, developing insane bike control and a love for whatever had two wheels. But he never really thought beyond riding the local jump spot. But there was a physical reality he couldn't ignore. He was huge. Standing 6 feet 5 inches and weighing nearly 100 kilos, he simply outgrew standard BMX frames.
I was 14. I was pretty short back then and I used to love BMX, but then I kind of started getting really tall and didn't really fit on a BMX too well, so I kind of switched over to mountain bikes and took my BMX stuff to mountain bike.
So at 18, he moved to mountain biking, and with his heavy-hitting background, he was immediately set up for success. In the early 2000s, Kelly was just a regular kid working as a carpenter in New Zealand, and becoming a professional mountain biker wasn't even on his radar. He had one simple dream: to travel the world and ride his bike. And in 2006, that dream became reality.
The thing I love about mountain biking is the travel. It's taken me so many places all over the world, and just the people that I meet as well.
Like so many who fall in love with the sport, Kelly made the pilgrimage halfway across the globe to Whistler Bike Park in search of an endless summer. At the time, Crankworx Slopestyle was an open entry event, meaning anyone could test their luck in the qualifiers. Kelly signed up and shocked everyone, himself included, by qualifying for the finals and securing 18th place, immediately planting his name among the world's elite. Sponsors came calling, and just like that, McGarry was a pro.
Well, I'd like to thank my sponsors, my mum.
But upon returning home, he quickly realized that the local trails simply couldn't keep up with his new ambitions. So alongside his business partner, Tom Hay, Kelly operated Elevate Trail Building, creating courses built by people who actually knew how to ride. His crowning trail building achievement was creating Oceania's first permanent slopestyle track for Crankworx Rotorua.
Yeah, basically me and my mate designed and built the course, and it was the first time we've ever had Crankworx in New Zealand. Yeah, we're really stoked of how the course turned out, and it took us around about 6 weeks to build it.
But his true masterpiece lies in Queenstown. The legendary Dream Track, originally built in 2005 and later revamped by Kelly, is widely considered to have the largest public dirt jumps on the planet. He scaled up traditional dirt jumps to ride them on downhill bikes, creating the iconic 60-foot gaps. In 2010, McGarry solidified his reputation in slopestyle by finishing 5th at Red Bull Joyride in Whistler in front of thousands of people. But Kelly's luck with Crankworx hasn't always translated over to his other major event, Red Bull Rampage. That year, in 2010, McGazza suffered a crash on the Icon Sender that kept him out of finals. In 2012, the bad luck struck again. Kelly injured his leg in practice and had to sit out the entire competition. But in 2013, everything changed. That Red Bull Rampage edition was marked by several severe injuries and unforgivable weather that forced the organizers to cut the event short. But before Mother Nature had a chance to crash the party, Kelly was able to write his name in mountain bike history. Rampage's Canyon Gap was already one of the most iconic jumps in the world, but still, no one dared flip it until 2013. The POV footage from his helmet camera is pure adrenaline. You hear his heavy breathing, and then complete silence. The crowd going wild was the cherry on top that pushed the GoPro video to over 220 million views, making it officially the third most viewed MTB video ever, behind only 2 cinematic masterpieces by Fabio Wibmer. Thanks to that stunt, he took home the silver medal and the People's Choice Award. At the bottom, he was totally stoked, humble and smiling from ear to ear, cementing McGarry as the absolute face of joy in mountain biking. No matter the place or time, Kelly always had that heartwarming smile on his face. But freeride isn't just sunshine and rainbows. And in 2014, McGarry experienced what it actually meant to push the limits. He overshot the Canyon Gap by a massive margin, traveling over 100 feet through the air. The brutal force upon impact caused both of his wheels to explode, crumpling instantly under the weight of the landing, and resulting in a textbook scorpion crash. His first instinct wasn't to panic, but to joke about needing a warranty replacement for his shattered rims. Even after that, he wasn't done, because during his second race run, he sent the iconic backflip again, but came in way too short, blowing his wheels apart all over again. Somehow, he managed to walk away from two of the most brutal hits in Rampage history, with nothing but minor abrasions and a 12th place finish to show for it. All of that in a single weekend. Then came the 2015 Red Bull Skygate in China, where he faced a descent down a massive 1,000-foot staircase set at a brutal 50-degree angle. Halfway through the run, his brakes completely overheated and faded, leaving him with nothing but levers pulling straight to the bar. And the result was a massive crash. A violent huck to flat onto concrete. Yet he miraculously walked away one more time with only minor injuries. These massive hits were starting to add up, showing the brutal reality of pushing the sport to the absolute limit. On February 1st, 2016, the mountain biking world stopped. At just 33 years old, Kelly McGarry passed away while riding in New Zealand. He wasn't attempting a 70-foot backflip or jumping down a massive cliff. He was simply riding uphill in Queenstown, filming a segment with friends. Tragically, he suffered a cardiac arrest and collapsed on the trail. Despite immediate CPR and a helicopter rescue, McGarry was gone. After surviving the most violent impacts the sport had ever seen, Kelly was taken from us on a quiet, everyday climb. And losing him like that, without warning, makes it feel like his story was stolen from the world far too soon. His memorial in Wakefield was a true reflection of his spirit. His casket, topped with his 2013 Rampage trophies and a fern leaf, was carried on the back of a vintage Chevrolet Ute, followed by an honor guard of hundreds of mountain bikers to the sound of heavy metal music. They say legends never die, and for McGazza, that is the literal truth. He is still alive in every grain of dirt he shaped and every trail he rode. Today, his fire is kept burning by the Kelly McGarry Foundation. They don't just preserve his memory, they build the future, carving out new trails across New Zealand and providing grants to ensure the next generation of Kiwi talent can reach the world stage. Even at Red Bull Rampage, the Spirit Award ensures that his trademark positivity remains the sport's highest honor. But the real heartbeat of his legacy is McGazza Fest. Every year, Queenstown turns into a celebration of living the weekend the way Kelly lived every day. Between the Memorial Megatrain, where hundreds of riders take over the mountain, sending the massive 60-foot gaps that Kelly built himself. Ultimately, Kelly McGarry didn't just change mountain biking, he became its soul. He built the world he wanted to ride in, and today, we're all just lucky to be part of it. As long as tires are hitting the dirt and the community is still sharing his story, Kelly McGarry isn't going anywhere. Thanks for watching and for being part of the legacy.